Or maybe they took the business in to make the game more accessible to increase their sales. Or maybe make it more accessible to increase their player base, which I guess increases their sale, but it depends how you look at it. You know what I mean? Looking at it at this greed perspective, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? There's so many ways to make a game which can satisfy a company's greed. You know what I mean? You got microtransactions. You got always multiplayer games. You know what I'm saying? Stuff of that nature. Games that like pretty much make it harder to grind and pretty much give you like this boost that you can buy to grind it. Those games are, those games make it more accessible to increase their sales. But Terrorworlds has said previously, and like they've continued to say this, like they want to have microtransactions eventually in multiplayer, but they're going to wait until it's finished. Now, a game, in my opinion, that would really want to capitalize on their sales, on microtransaction, all that, when this game came out in beta, they should have a fully working multiplayer that they keep driving to the player. Literally, as you're playing single player, you're going to have a notification like, hey, you want to try our multiplayer? And then they would have a full shop made before the, what's it called? Right when the beta launches, they would have a full shop enabled, all that. That's what I can see from a game company that's, focused on just their sales. I don't see it as a company who says, listen, until all like the actual features are done, we're not going to implement any, skins and stuff that you can buy. You know what I mean? So like this whole talk about, them doing this just to increase their sales, same thing with them going to council just to increase the sales, I think is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Because if they really want to just increase their sales and go purely on money, they could have made this game literally. They could have said, forget the single player. Let's go full multiplayer, because that's doing really popping nowadays. Let's make it so whenever they play the game, they have to be always online, so we could keep throwing ads at them to buy stuff from the store, so we could actually stagger how fast they level and then actually give boosts, and then if they want extra, we'll give them a couple boosts for free, every single day if they keep coming back and playing our multiplayer. And also we're going to slow it down as time goes on, so then they have to actually buy boosts. And then that's what companies do that I think are in it for the sales. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of companies that do it. And yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real, and a lot of people play these games because I play them too. Who doesn't play some of the top 10, let's say games on Steam right now that are mainly multiplayer? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people play it. They're enjoyable, but they also have a lot of practices that are not that good. But I don't think that has to really do with Tailworlds, in my opinion.